Every day you have opportunity to change your view. Every day you have an opportunity to wash your mirror and start all over again. Every single day until we don't die, we have opportunity to start all over again. And if that's today and you're waking up today and you want to start all over again, what's inside of your soul calling? What is your heart telling you? Because when we have heart telling us, heart doesn't tell us based on a pain. The mind tells us based on pain, based on some experience from your past. That is not possible. That your inner child warns and reminders and evidence comes in. But I want to remind you of this today. If you have the idea, the thought, the calling, if you have the dream in your head, in your mind, it exists somewhere, in some timeline, in some reality, because it would not come to your mind if it didn't exist. And every single innovator who started off with idea, started off with a dream. And your dream could be, I want to have a better home, house, a partner, a child. So write it down on your vision board, on your journal. What is it that exists in your dream? Do you want it to have? My programs are about becoming her. I work with men too, but majority of my clients are women. So if we are going to implement the words becoming, and if your dream is there on the whiteboard, what is the version of you today needs to become? To hold that, to have this. And when I talk about the holding it, if we want to have love, if we want to have a partner, do we need to become loving? It's not going to come in just because somebody said, oh, in February next year or in March this year, there could be a partner incoming. Could be. But out of fear, instead of ourselves, we can self-sabotage it. And we can say, yeah, I'm too scared to have it. So then we energetically repel that. And everything around us is energy and emotions. So every day is an opportunity for you to have a clean slate. And I suggest that you write it down in the way of feelings. If you want to have a house, and that's what you're putting on your vision board. How does the house makes you feel? Go inside of the feeling of it. When you put your feet onto that, if it's a carpet or if it's a stone or if it's tiles, how does it make you feel? How would you feel walking through your dream home? Being with that partner, driving that car, having that business. How's the vision of you going to hold that? Is it going to be in fear, scarcity? Is the mind telling you this is not possible? Who do you think you are? But I will ask you this. Whose truth is that if the mind tells you that it's not possible? Can we create the new truth? Because you're the creator. Can you create the new path? Yes, you can. Surround yourself with people who done it before you. Surround yourself with people who are proactive and doing and not giving up. And when we are in that kind of a surrounding energy, that energy is around you. It's easier to move in that kind of energy. Because it's like a fruit when it goes into the fridge, even if it's good fruit, and if it's sitting next to the ripe or moldy fruit. The mold spreads over it. So be very cautious on which shelves do you put yourself on. It's the energy. And maybe you feel intimidated if you're sitting in a group of people who, let's go say, they're making so much more money than you do. But you're going to hear their stories. How did I do it? You will watch their examples and you're going to learn from them. And I will tell you the third part. And if they did it, it is possible then. And even if you're innovator and completely bring a new idea, believe in yourself so much. There's always room for innovators. And once upon a time, there was a first washing machine being created. A first hairdryer, a first this, a first that. And you could be the first and completely be an innovator. When I was told I can't do this, the resilience inside of me was always, and the voice inside of me was always saying, watch me. Logically, I had no idea how am I going to achieve it, how am I going to do it, but I did it anyway. And even if there was obstacles or mistakes or challenges, I pulled myself out of it, out of the emotions, and look at it as, lucky I was a nurse at the time, and it was like almost like a surgery, and it's like looking at it like, okay, what went wrong here? Or was it something that it was out of my hands, but it was teaching me to exercise a new muscle? Is it the muscle of consistency? Is it the muscles of trusting? Is it a muscle of keep going? Is it a muscle of the resilience? I work through those emotions. I'm not associating them through my inner child and through the experiences what happened to me when I was a little girl. We all have got them. None of us didn't have a perfect childhood, perfect parents where it was just empowering all the time. Or maybe you did. Maybe some other things happened to you later on in life and changed the trajectory of your life. But some of the things is always written down in the stars, and through the challenges, we learn. Human mind learns through the challenges. So every challenge is the button for the next level. And if you embrace the challenges in your life as the button for the next level, your life will change differently and will pivot differently. So today you have got an opportunity to write your board and look at it in the morning and in the evening. Like a morning meditation or the prayer or affirmation, and like an evening one. How does it make you feel? And go with the feeling of it. And that journey of evolving over the lifetime, it is yours. It is absolutely yours. Embrace it, take it in. Surround yourself with people who are working on the same things, who are proactive, they're working, they're not accepting just life and saying, life is like this, it is what it is. I remember everything is about the energy. Absolutely about the energy. And if for the time you feel drained, what does it fill your cup? Nature. Go for a walk to the nature. Gonna have a bath with lots of salt in it. Put essential oils on. Ground yourself, which means walk barefoot on the grass. Not with the shoes, not with the socks, but barefoot on the grass. Connect to the Mother Earth. Take pen and a paper and start writing. Start embodying. Activation of you every single day. Tend to your own garden, water your own garden, pull the weeds out when they happen in your garden, and watch it, transformations. And if the nature, it takes 2 years for pineapple to grow, maybe remind yourself, I like a pineapple, which is a beautiful, juicy, delicious fruit in 2 years, which has got a little crown on top of the head. But it takes 2 years to grow the pineapple. You don't give up. You keep going and watch the transformations happening.